Hey YouTubers, Mike Martin's here, Mike Martin's channel. Guys, someone needs to fill me in on what's going on. I used to live in Toronto, growing up into my teenage years until I left the nest and traveled and left the nest, let's just say that. Went very far away, but what's going on, guys? 6 shootings, including 2 homicides in 24 hours in Toronto. This is posted today, and it was updated today. Sorry, it was posted yesterday. Well, in the early morning, and then late night. Sorry, and then okay, it's in the last 24 hours. Let's just put it that way. Police on the scene on a double shooting in the King and Spadina area that left 1 man dead and a woman seriously injured. December 19th, City News. 2 people dead. Several others are injured in a violent 24-hour that saw 6 shootings take place across the city. That's the part I wanted to emphasize right here. 6 shootings. Mayor John Tory said he reached out to Toronto's police chief Mark Saunders on Wednesday morning and expressed his very serious concern over the brazen acts of gun violence. Okay, so people that don't know, or people watching for the first time, yes, I am wearing a Santa hat, and yes, I can't read, but what's concerning me is you can't have a gun in Canada. There's no freedom of, you can't have a gun. You can, but it's illegal, but you just can't have a gun. Plus, how many laws did this guy break with this gun? Taking it to his car, loaded weapon, blah, blah, blah. You add up the charges. He's got like 50 charges. But in all fairness, you just can't own a gun in Canada. I believe in gun rights. I believe in people protecting themselves and their families. I believe in people protecting their land. I believe in people protecting, protect them from tyranny. Okay? So, what is going on with guns when, I mean, there's no, okay, in the U.S., you go to flea market and buy a gun. In some states in the U.S., you go to flea market, you go to gun shows, pick up 5-6 guns. But in Canada, it's a little bit harder. It's not that easy to just go and buy a gun. So, what is going on and where are these guns coming from? That is the question. That is the main question. He assured me Toronto police are doing everything possible to investigate these crimes and bring those responsible for such cowardly acts to justice, Tory said in a statement. We also discussed the determination we have to dramatically reduce the supply of illegal guns. Supply of illegal? Who's supplying the illegal guns? And to invest in families and neighborhoods, both of which will be essential to reducing these unacceptable levels of violence in our city. Toronto has had a record number of homicides this year, over half of which had been gun-related. Man dead, woman injured, shooting near King and Spadina. The images don't show too. Is the guy making a U-turn, I guess? I guess it was a road rage or something? And it's recorded its 95th homicide of the year. Man in life-threatening condition shooting near Eglinton and Keele. I used to hang out with my friend Hector on Keele and Eglinton area. My friend Hector used to live on Keele and Eglinton. Like, what the heck, man? Life-threatening condition due to a shooting near Eglinton and Keele. Police continue to investigate. Man with serious injuries shooting near Jane and Finch. That's nothing new if you know the Toronto area, but still. Man with serious injury shooting in Bathurst and St. Clair. Man dead shooting at Jane and Finch again. Man with serious injuries shooting near Finch and Markham. Shell casings found, no victim near Lansdowne and Queens. So there's some shooting. There it is here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's 6 shootings right there. 2 dead, 6 shootings in 24 hours. Wow, guys. Like, what the heck is going on? Why is this... Well, what's with the pull out the guns Wild West? I mean, nowadays, instead of people confronting each other like man-to-man and talking, talking to each other, they're just pulling their guns out and shooting at you. I think it's a one-sided thing where, like, even if, like, one guy has a gun, then the other guy, you kind of know, okay, that guy's got a gun, I'm not going to do nothing, because he could draw first, right? But a lot of people, like the mayor said, cowardly acts, knowing that a lot of these people might be obviously not carrying or packing. So, it's very cowardly to do that, shoot an unarmed person. So I didn't get into too much of the details in the stories, but what's happening to the beautiful Toronto and the GTA? Why is this violence escalating? You know, I know they're having huge housing crisis issues right now. I've been making a lot of videos on the Toronto housing crisis. I know the GTA has been out of control. I know the highway infrastructure is falling apart because they don't have highways to get into the city because everyone that couldn't afford to live in the city moved into the suburbs. And now every day it's a 5-hour commute. What's happening, guys? Like, Toronto is just falling apart at the seams. Violence has been out of control. I've been seeing it here on and off for the last, year. The amount of shootings and just the blatant disrespect people have for each other instead of just listening to each other and maybe, instead of not being so quick on the trigger, Let me know what you guys think. Is your city getting more and more violent? I'm just kind of heartbroken to see Toronto going through this right now. And let me know what you guys think. Comment below. Thanks for watching, guys.